It always seems impossible until it's done. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Courageous people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. There is no passion to be found playing small in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Freedom cannot be achieved unless women have been emancipated from all forms of oppression, led from the back, and let others believe they are in front. Our human compassion binds us the one to the other, not in pity or patronizingly, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. I stand here before you not as a prophet but as a humble servant of you, the people. I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. Let there be justice for all. Let there be peace for all. Let there be work, bread, water, and salt for all. We can change the world and make it a better place. It is in your hands to make a difference. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. Difficulties break some men but make others. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. I detest racialism because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. I was not a messiah, but an ordinary man who had become a leader because of extraordinary circumstances. I was made, by the law, a criminal, not because of what I had done, but because of what I stood for, because of what I thought, because of my conscience. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. To deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity.